At Charger Help, we are setting the standard for fixing electric vehicle charging stations. And we're doing it two really cool ways. One, we're utilizing technology in order to enable on-demand repair of EV charging stations. And two, we're providing real green jobs to folks all across the United States. I think it's kind of wild that I didn't really understand work-life balance until I started making a middle-class income. And so one of the things that is able to happen when you make good money is that you have time to think about your body and your mind. And so at Charger Help, we not only pay an equitable wage, but we want to introduce our employees into ways that they can take care of their body and mind. Because we're more than just a paycheck, more than just fixing charging stations. At the end of the day and at the center, we're people.
Hi everyone, my name is Rebekah Locke and I'm the CEO and founder of Kidkaboo, a children's rideshare based in the United States. Kidkaboo was founded when my children were 3 and 6, and after a few years at home with them, I was going to return to a career that I loved as a reality and documentary TV producer. I had an awesome job opportunity and I thought it would be the perfect time to go back with my kids both in school. I couldn't find someone to take them to school and their activities, and despite what I was willing to pay in an extensive search, that problem continued, and I was forced ultimately to turn the job opportunity down. And I knew in doing so I was, ending a career effectively that I had loved so much. I proceeded to do about 800 drives to sort of learn about the problem, and learned truly how expansive it is across the U.S. and how debilitating it is for working moms and their families. And Kidkaboo was sort of founded. Since then, we have built 2 self-developed apps. We've incorporated tremendous safety-enhancing technology into what we do, including like dash cams so that we can watch the rides, monitor the rides, ensure their safety, live GPS, etc. And I hope in doing this, we are able to provide a solution as we grow to moms who need a leg up in leveling the career playing field. I think that is something that is long overdue, and there has not really been a sufficient solution to allow moms to do that and still allow their young children and school-age children to get around.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm the founder and CEO of UpGirl. With UpGirl, we want to fight for gender equity and against gender-based violence in transportation, preventing sexual crimes, and providing a safe and peaceful trip to both passengers and drivers through an exclusive shared mobility app for women for now in Chile. UpGirl is positively impacting the transportation ecosystem, providing security and mental health to women, mothers, and children, influencing future legislation with a gender focus, and support for small enterprises that bring great solutions to mobility in joint instance with the government in which we have actively participated, opening a workspace which allows generating income and empowering women in a historical masculine field, on the quality of life, reducing vehicular congestion and therefore environmental pollution, providing a solution to family mobility which schedules recurring transfer and assign a fixed driver. The status quo of transportation is already in the process of changing, and we are part, and this requires many agents of change who make synergy, social movements, more diversification in the top of power and decision makers, changing governments and companies, technology, and of course the brave and dreamy entrepreneurs who, before having great things, want to do great things and dare to take that first step. And being a change maker and breaking the status quo makes me feel proud and successful, because I learned that success is not given by the results of the product, but rather by fighting and leading the opening of new paths so that others walk an easier and better path.
Biko is a shared e-mobility platform for everybody. We aim to make active travel and sustainable transport an easy choice for everyone, regardless of their age, gender, fitness level, or social status. First mover in electric bike sharing in Australia, we are proud to say that we put our town city, Newcastle, New South Wales, on the global e-bike sharing map at a time when not even Paris or New York had electric bike sharing. As highlighted at the UN Climate Change Conference last year, decarbonizing transport is a challenge that could be achieved only if all countries vehicle manufacturers, fleet-owning businesses, and the civil society will work together to accelerate the shift to zero-emissions vehicles. Going car-free is the most effective action an individual can take, and also the most difficult one in a car-centric culture and built environment. Behavior change doesn't happen overnight, and it's a huge task, but one that every player in our industry should take. This is why BICO has taken a hyper-local approach, leading community engagement, collaborating with all levels of governments, but also with the private industry, especially around the sustainable urban development, to work how best to integrate shared e-mobility in the city fabric. We also advocate for policy change to adapt to our current trends in transportation. Micromobility and, in a broader context, e-mobility shall be recognized and classified as transport infrastructure and get priority in public funding as a low-cost, environmentally friendly form of transportation with a positive societal impact when properly planned and designed.
In many parts of rural Africa, there is what I call a mobility crisis. So we are looking to ensure that there is accessible green mobility transport solutions available. I'm Chanter. I'm the founder and director of Mobility for Africa. At the moment in Wedza, we are working in a community of 6,000. We rent to farmers or women's groups or local civil servants to increase their mobility and improve their lives using off-grid energy and electric transport. Now we've got tricycles being used by rural health workers. They've been conducting COVID vaccinations. We're trying to transition the world to a fairer, greener economy that doesn't leave people behind.